On the axes provided, use a sketch to identify the subset of the complex plane given by, in part A we have mod z plus 2 is less than or equal to mod z minus 2 minus 2i. I like to rewrite that as z take away negative 2 and less than or equal to mod z take away 2 plus 2i. And then that tells us that we need to use negative 2, 0, and 2, 2. And the boundary line is going to be the perpendicular bisector of that segment. So it's going to come down like this. And then the inequality tells us we need to be closer to this point than the other one. And so we would shade this side. Now part B is a bit trickier. We have z plus 3 plus 8i over z minus 3 equals 0, with the argument being between negative pi by 2 and pi by 2. And there's a bit of algebra to do here. Not a lot of space to do it. So we are after the real part of let z be equal to x plus iy, and then we have x plus 3 plus y plus 8i over x minus 3 plus iy. Well, that's equal to the real part of x plus 3 plus y plus 8i multiplied by x minus 3 take iy over x minus 3 plus iy, x minus 3 take iy. So if we're only picking out the real parts, we've got x plus 3, x minus 3, plus y plus 8, and that is all over x minus 3 squared plus y squared. Remember, the bottom is a DOPS. We're not really worried about that anyway, because if that's equal to 0, then we're only worried about the numerator being 0. And if we expand that out, we get x squared minus 9 plus y squared plus 8y is equal to 0. So that is x squared plus y plus 4 squared take away 16 is equal to 9. And so x squared plus y plus 4 squared is equal to 25. And so what we have there is a circle with radius is equal to 5 and the center at 0, negative 4. So the center we could put sort of here at negative 4. The radius is 5, which means in this direction it would go up to 1. And down here it will go down to negative 9. This bit tells us that it's only going to be in this side of the diagram. We won't get anything to the left of the imaginary axis. Now, one thing that we should be careful of, and let's just try and do a reasonable drawing of that semicircle first, is if the radius is 5, then it must go through 3 here. You've got the 3, 4, 5 triangle. So just be careful of that, because there probably is a mark for that. But other than that, that is what it looks like.